Thank you for joining the Lantern Weekly Webcast. I'm Matt Edwards. Ohio State Chief Financial Officer Jeff Chattis visited the Lantern newsroom Thursday evening to discuss, among other things, parking. As parking may soon be privatized, Chattis told the Lantern that parking employees don't need to worry about their jobs.
Now, I don't know how many of you are aware of what happened when Barnes & Noble took over Long's bookstore. It was a number of years ago. I wasn't here, so I'm certain none of you were here. But the employees at that point were given the chance to interview with Barnes & Noble and then take a job with Barnes & Noble, or not. The same thing will happen here. So all of these employees of parking, there are about 70 of them, will have the opportunity to interview for a similar job with the operator. And the operator has to give them a fair, it'll be in the contract, a fair opportunity to be employed. We have said very publicly and clearly that those who don't either choose not to go to the parking company have an option to stay and remain employed with Ohio State.
The new dorms being built on Ohio State's South Campus came with a $51 million budget and a bunch of headaches for those residing in the area. But officials say the project is near completion. For more, here's Lantern reporter Sarah Steeman.
Matt, I'm standing out front of what will be home to 510 Ohio State students at the beginning of the 2012 academic year. Ohio State officials say the 10th Avenue Residence Hall is on time and under its $51 million budget. The project is expected to be finished in June and will have suite-like dorms, each having 3 bedrooms and 2 person per room. The building was designed to be an upperclassman dorm. However, Associate Director of Student Life, Tyrone Henderson, says this may not be the case. The construction was not done in time for the closure of 2 first-year dorms, Stradley and Park Hall, at the beginning of this school year. Because of the shortage of space, many first-year students have had to squeeze 4 people into a 2-person room. Ohio State students say they are frustrated with all the construction, but they're excited to have a new dorm. Henderson says the building has not been named yet, but he suspects that it has something to do with its 10th Avenue location. Stay tuned in with the Lantern for updates. With the Lantern, I'm Sarah Steeman.
Thank you, Sarah. Scarlet and gray wasn't the only color of uniform being worn at Ohio State's football practice on Thursday, as men and women in camouflage were also on the field. With more details, here's Lantern reporter Nick Pavlik.
The Ohio State football team showed their continued support to the Ohio National Guard this week by organizing a Military Appreciation Day, where soldiers and airmen of the Ohio National Guard came out to the Woody Hayes Athletic Center to view a private showing of an Ohio State football practice.
Thank you guys for coming. Go Bucks. Thank you guys for coming out.
Usually once a month during the season, National Guard soldiers have come to practice, try to take a tour of the facility to show what is here in football, but also there are some spots in the building that have recognition and honoring military, pictures, plaques, flags, and then try to get them out to practice. And then at the end of practice, our team likes to come by and thank the soldiers for their service and so forth. So hopefully it's a way of paying back to the soldiers for your sacrifice and service to our country.
Private Christopher Mills, a soldier in the Ohio National Guard, said that seeing how the Buckeyes train was a unique experience.
As an OSU student and a Buckeye football fan, it's kind of surreal. It's exciting to see the team prepare for a big game and get a look at how they train, where they train, the things that they get to look at day in and day out.
Freshman quarterback Braxton Miller expressed his gratitude for the men and women of the Ohio National Guard.
I feel protected right now, and I'm just blessed to have y'all out here and y'all doing what y'all do overseas, and thankful, and I'm glad y'all here to come see us practice.
Soldiers and airmen of the Ohio National Guard will be cheering on our Buckeyes this weekend as they take the field against the Wisconsin Badgers. Reporting for the Lantern, I'm Nicholas Pavlik.
Thanks, Nick. The trees are nearly bare, and the Ohio State football team is in the heart of its Big Ten schedule, meaning Halloween must be near. Lantern reporter Stephanie Kariuki went to the streets to find out Ohio State students' plans for the Halloween weekend.
And for Halloween this year, I'm going to be a lumberjack.
I'm dressing up as a giant dog.
I'm going to be a bear for Halloween.
I think I'm going to be Rick Ross for Halloween.
I'm going to be a Ninja Turtle for Halloween.
It's a new workout fad that's catching on throughout the country, and Ohio State is no different. For more on the exercise, here's Lantern reporter Allison Sloniker.
Who would have thought the extremely popular workout craze known as Zumba was all just an accident? Alberto Perez, a group instructor in his hometown of Cali, Colombia, forgot his usual workout CD and decided to use his own mixtapes and improvise the workout. His improvised workout became a success, and is now known as Zumba Fitness Party. This Latin-inspired dance workout has found its place in OSU's RPAC, and these Zumba classes are offered throughout the year. The first week of each quarter, the group fitness classes are offered for free, and this year the Zumba class brought in 211 students compared to the average of 100 that these classes usually attract. Scott Holmes from the Fitness and Services program says Zumba has been one of the most popular classes since it has started. The constant movement of dancing to the 10 to 12 songs played continually throughout the class is going to play a large role in burning calories. Zumba.com says it will vary by person, but it's possible to burn hundreds of calories each class. One instructor says that she believes the class is more interactive than just going to the gym. She said that students are able to request a song to possibly be played throughout the class. A pass is required to participate in these classes. A pass starts at $50 for the entire quarter, $30 for half, and $5 for just a single class. The passes can be bought at the RPAC Welcome Center. Reporting for the Lantern, I'm Allison Sloniker.
Thank you, Allison. Another week, another piece of bad off-the-field news for Ohio State's football team. With your weekly update in sports, here's Lantern reporter David Girard.
After suffering their first loss of the season to Michigan State last weekend, the Wisconsin Badgers will travel to the Horseshoe Saturday to take on the Buckeyes. Ohio State coach Luke Fickell said in his press conference Tuesday, the battle against Wisconsin starts in the trenches. The Badgers' high-powered offense, led by quarterback Russell Wilson, is averaging over 500 yards per game this season. Fickell said Tuesday, in order to win, the Buckeyes will need to be at their best. He says the OSU defensive line, led by senior tackle John Simon, will need to control the tempo of the physical Badger offense. The 105,000-plus OSU fans have been encouraged to join the Scarlet out of Wisconsin this weekend. Reporting for the Lantern, I'm David Girard. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you, David. For our producer, Ian Cheek, and all of the Lantern staff, I'm Matt Edwards. Thank you for joining us.